How's it going, guys? It's Rad, and for today's video I really just wanted to do a quick talk about the whole arena season in general and what comps are going to be strong when. And really, if you take a look at the whole leaderboards and you actually check who's on top when, it seems that in the beginning of seasons melee comps and melee classes are always the strongest. For the pretty much first month of the season, Vanguard's was on the top of the leaderboards, and obviously he's an excellent player, and you can do everything right, and he's an amazing World of Warcraft professional. But when it comes down to it, there's certain reasons why he was at the top of the leaderboards, and that was because red pallies were extremely strong in the beginning of the season, and they still are pretty strong, but as time progresses he's gonna get passed up and he's gonna get countered by other comps. And when you think about it, the arena season in general is a cycle. Things repeat. If you take a look at the past season and the seasons before that, you can realize that things do repeat, and it is just a big loop essentially. In the beginning of the season, melee classes are always the strongest. They scale not as good with gear, so when everybody's lacking the conquest gear, they will do the best. They do the biggest damage without having the most gear. Plus, when they get weapons in the beginning, around week 3 or 4, that seems to skyrocket them in the leaderboards. Now, as many people probably have experienced, you're gonna continually queue into a lot of these teams that revolve around strong melee comps that essentially just train healers, because the main comp strength is just pressure and overbearing damage. Now, as the arena season progresses and classes start to get more gear, you're going to realize that wizard cleaves and spellcasters will actually take over the bracket. This happened last season, if you realized, and it's happening now. Wizard cleaves are starting to encroach upon the top spots, and you don't have to just look at the leaderboards to see what's happening and what's trending, but you can just experience it when you're actually queuing in arena. Wizard cleaves have a higher potential for everything over melee cleaves, but their only disadvantage is they need high amounts of gear to actually perform properly. Now, teams with wizards or warlocks, mages, boomkins, shadow priests, they have high potential for CC, they have high utility, they're strong, and when it comes down to it, the more gear they get, the stronger they will be. Now, in the latter ends of the season, you're going to only see those comps. I mean, there may be a few people that are really good at their class who are running, with the melee cleaves, or maybe there's some comp that's pretty good. I know that FMP or RMD is going to be really strong, but regarding, the average comp, it's pretty much going to consist of wizards towards the end. And this just cycles back around to the beginning of a new season, and in the beginning of the new season, there's gonna be, warriors, DKs, ret pallies, the typical melee cleaves, the priest hunter pally, the priest hunter DK, the DK warrior healer comp. It's pretty ridiculous in the amount of similarities per season. If you actually just check, if you think, how many seasons have I played and how many seasons has this actually happened, you'll be astonished. It's pretty much always the same. Melee cleaves are the strongest in the beginning, and then as it cycles through and people start getting gear, wizards take strength in the latter halves. So if you guys want to be successful in the arena season, I highly recommend you just spot the trends. It's not too difficult. I've been playing this game for a while now, and I haven't really been into arena and PvP too much this season, but I already know it's gonna happen just based off looking at what people are currently playing and what scales the best with gear and everything like that. It's pretty simple. The writing is on the wall, and if you're just curious on what you should level up next or what you should play for the season right now, I would highly recommend starting to play a wizard, because they're gonna be strong eventually, and if you want to be successful later, it's pretty much good to get into the swing of things now. But if you want to still clutch onto that last half of cleave success, melee cleaves are extremely strong right now. DKs and warriors are really powerful, and they usually are always that strong in the beginning of a season. So hopefully you guys could take some advice from this. The comp layouts are pretty much simple. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. I can get back to you. Best of luck in the arena, guys. Check you some other time. Peace.